you're not going to believe what just happened in the heart of American pop music. A soft voice, a vulnerable story, a song that wasn't chasing clout, but somehow, quietly, it conquered. Jimin just made history. No trending gimmicks, no major English language push, just one K-pop soloist pouring his heart into a track called Who from his album Muse. And that song? It didn't just chart, it stayed. For 33 consecutive weeks on the Billboard Hot 100. That's not just impressive, it's record-breaking. Let me put that into perspective. That's longer than Psy's Gangnam Style, longer than BTS's Dynamite. Songs that once defined K-pop's global explosion, now surpassed by a single track from Jimin's solo project. A song that wasn't built for virality, but for truth. And here's the wild part. While most songs fade after a couple of weeks, even major hits, Who refused to leave? Every week it climbed, dipped, held on. Why? Because people weren't just hearing the song, they were feeling it. Think about that. In a world overflowing with noise, with algorithms pushing the loudest, fastest, flashiest content, Jimin made space for stillness, for softness, for a message that whispers instead of shouts, and it still reached millions. Japanese media couldn't ignore it. Real Sound called Jimin dazzling, naming him one of the most impressive record breakers in the K-pop world today. And even Forbes, a business and finance magazine not exactly known for gushing about pop idols, praised Jimin for accomplishing something no other Korean artist has ever achieved. That's not just a pat on the back. That's recognition at the highest level. That's saying, this isn't just a K-pop star anymore. This is a global top artist. But the story doesn't stop there. Jimin's Who also became the fastest K-pop solo track to go triple platinum in the US. Do you know how hard that is? To reach 3 million certified units as a solo K-pop act in the birthplace of pop music itself? That's a feat seasoned American artists struggle to hit. And he did it with his second solo album. Not a debut, not a hyped-up comeback with massive media coverage, just music. Music that resonates. Music that stays with you long after it ends. But maybe this moment is about more than charts, more than records, more than numbers. Maybe it's about what Jimin represents. He represents every artist who's been told they're too soft, too emotional, too different. Every person who's ever doubted if their quiet voice could still echo loudly in a chaotic world. He's not just standing at the top of a chart. He's standing at the edge of a new era. For Korean artists, for pop music, and for anyone who's ever dared to believe that genuine emotion could still lead the way. So yes, something massive just happened in music. Something quiet, but powerful. And if you blinked, you might have missed it. But now you know. Jimin didn't just break a record. He redefined what a global artist looks like. And if this is only the beginning, we're witnessing the rise of a legend. Make sure you're subscribed, because this journey, it's just getting started. And something tells me we haven't even seen his final form yet.